I just left you 2 months ago. Stop throwing in my face before I kill you.
When Armand got sent to prison, he made a decision that would ultimately seal both their fates. He trusted Tiffany with everything. Properties, businesses, investments. His entire financial portfolio went into her name while he served his time behind bars. And what did Tiffany do with that trust? She took every single dollar and built herself a whole new life. The social media posts started flowing like water. Designer bags worth more than most people's cars, luxury vehicles, exotic vacations, business after business opening up under her name. Tiffany wasn't just spending his money. She was bragging about it online like she was some self-made success story. But here's the kicker. She didn't just take his money and disappear quietly. She blocked him on social media, divorced him while he was still locked up, and got herself a whole new man, all while continuing to profit off the empire he had built. He told her to give him back what was his and move on with her life. But Tiffany had gotten too comfortable with the lifestyle his money provided. She wasn't giving up anything. Meanwhile, Armand was getting more desperate and more dangerous. He had been released from prison with nothing. No money, no property, no business to return to. The woman who was supposed to hold everything down for him had left him completely broken. And every day, he had to watch her celebrate the life she had built by destroying his. The threats started coming through third parties. People who knew both Armand and Tiffany were trying to warn her that she was pushing a dangerous man to his absolute limit. But Tiffany wasn't backing down. If anything, she seemed to be enjoying the power she held over him. She had everything. He had nothing. And she was making sure he knew it every single day. Audio recordings surfaced of Armand completely losing his mind, and these messages revealed just how far over the edge this situation had pushed him.
I snap on it because I look at you different. Why the f*** did you worry about my baby mom? I don't give it. Yo, if you ever was to talk to nigga, she'd tell you that.
I would never talk to that bitch. That bitch ain't on my level. She ain't the fuck nothing to me, and she never been in my circle. She never been around me. I didn't know that bitch.
And you've been bringing it up, bringing it up, bringing it up. So now I'm gonna give you what you want. To touch you again. I'm never physically gonna hurt you. You married this. I'm blowing this head off on everything I love. I'm going back to prison.
Prison didn't scare him anymore because she had already taken everything that mattered. But Tiffany kept pushing. More posts, more celebrations, more flaunting of the wealth she had stolen. She was playing Russian roulette with a loaded gun, and everyone around her could see it except her. October 7th, 2023. A regular Thursday afternoon in Philadelphia. Tiffany decides to take her son to get his haircut at a barbershop on the 2500 block of West Lehigh Avenue. Just another routine day in what she thought was her perfectly constructed new life. What Tiffany didn't know was that Armand had been tracking her movements. He knew her routines, knew where she would be, knew when she would be vulnerable. And on this day, he had made his decision. Around 1:45 p.m., witnesses inside the barbershop noticed a man walk through the front door. The atmosphere immediately changed. You could feel the tension in the air as Armand Hilton stepped into the shop, his eyes scanning the room until they landed on Tiffany. She was sitting there with her son, just waiting for a haircut, a normal moment in what she thought was a normal day. But the moment she saw Armand, she knew her past had finally caught up with her. Witnesses later described seeing Tiffany try to shield her son as Armand approached. She knew what was coming. Armand pulled out a gun in front of a barbershop